So I pretty much was watching a lot of this clip right here, and I'm already like halfway through it, and I kind of want to just talk about something. We're gonna listen to a little bit of it, and then I'm gonna go into it.
For
Hold
the
on.
engagement.
Okay, hold
I
on.
use my brain, not my
Okay.
feelings.
But you think about it, right? You contemplate it.
That question would never come.
But I'm saying
after the
hypothetically,
engagement.
let's say he told you
Sorry.
this. Hey, I'm coming clean. I'm sorry, but I've had sex with 75 to 100 girls, right?
Right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Tomorrow, he tells you this.
Come on, 6
Okay,
months.
you think about it. Cool. Fair
6
enough.
months.
She think about it. Now let's flip it. You go to him and you tell him, I got 75 to 100 bodies. You think he's sticking around?
He gone.
Nobody is sticking around after seven.
No,
that
you-
that,
hold
that
on,
amount
hold
of
on.
body counts. I'm sorry.
Do you not? Do I need to rewind the tape?
Maybe
Yes.
you do.
Literally, okay? I ask you, he comes to you tomorrow and says, I have 75 to 100 bodies.
Right.
You thought about it.
Well, you said
Damn,
you said
what am I gonna
hubby,
do?
you said fiance, and I'm telling you the type of woman I am. That conversation would have been had before that, so that's kind
I'm
of
giving
like
you a hypothetical.
not fair.
I'm giving you a
What if he comes
hypothetical.
to you?
Okay.
My
He
love,
comes to you and
just
says,
wants
I got
answer the
75 to 100. You're thinking about it. You're thinking, okay, is this really that big of a deal to throw off this engagement for this? However, I'm telling you, if you went to him and you told him, I got 100 bodies, he's probably going to leave you.
The man
That's
I
the
have, I don't
difference.
think
No
so.
one
It's
deserves
gone.
So how
anyone.
do you
in
call
that-
that?
You
I
have to
think in
earn
that
your
moment,
dream
being
partner.
that we are
If you
this
don't
far,
have the dream,
Machismo.
you
being
don't
that we are
deserve
this
it.
far, and
You
I
didn't
guess
do what it
double
takes
standard.
to get it.
That's
It's
double
your
standard.
fault.
It's like, do it again, Chris.
What do you say?
Girls, when someone's talking, please don't talk over anything. Just, oh my god, time.
No. Okay, no one deserves anyone. You have to earn your dream partner. Why is it not playing?
No one deserves
there we go.
anyone. You have to earn your dream partner. If you don't have the dream, you don't deserve it. You didn't do what it takes to get it. It's your fault.
Okay.
Fair enough.
agree.
Real.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
fair
there's
enough.
such thing as
Yeah.
luck.
I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like I am the best person to answer
Keeping
this
it real.
question,
Sorry.
and only because
You?
No one deserves anyone.
the reason why
You
I
have
say
to
this
earn
because
your
like,
dream
as far as like a
partner.
woman's perspective,
If you don't have the dream,
I'm
you
listening
don't
to you.
deserve
I'm gonna
it.
just be
You
realistic.
didn't do what
like,
it takes to get it.
I started
It's
having
your
sex at like
fault.
15. So like my body count now I'm 22. So it's just like, yeah, I'm over that. Like, you're gonna need at least an extra hand to count my bodies.
But let's be honest here. Who actually tells a person that they meet for the first time their body count?
Nobody.
The real body count. Nobody does that.
Nobody does
I
that.
do. I don't.
Nobody
at the
does.
end of
Nigga.
And if they do, they lie.
Exactly.
my-
Thank you.
yes, yes.
Thank
At
you.
the end of the day,
Yeah, I
when it
can't
comes
agree
to me,
with
I'm
that.
just
I
so
think
raw
I-
with
I
this.
told the
Like, I'm gonna
truth.
just tell you what it is.
Well, hold on. You guys are. Do you guys not see you're all proving my point? Women lie by body counts. They don't. You know, you would think about it if he told you I got 100, but if we switched it around, he probably wouldn't stay with you. The reality is that like our values aren't the same.
Of course not.
But you're trying to like you guys. She's trying to equate a ran through man to like a ran through woman as if it's the same. Well, she
It's not.
admitted that it's a double standard, but she didn't like that it was a double standard.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's a touchy subject because I just feel like men think they can do whatever they want because they're created to do so, which I disagree. I do feel like your value will decrease
I feel like
because of
Definitely.
the amount of women you've been with. I'm
Well,
sorry.
your own answer proves that it doesn't decrease.
Sorry.
I just feel
You
like
would
at the end
get
of
You
the
would
day,
no because if
You know, this is what I wanted to talk about. So in regards to the man's value, technically, you know, it probably don't decrease, although um we gotta set boundaries. Okay. Now that's the problem with the man. We don't set enough boundaries in regards to our access to uh, women and their vagina. So hear me out. It's becoming a thing where just because we have the access doesn't mean we have to access. Right? Now I want to preface this with majority of men, we have to work to get into certain positions to have that access of abundance when it comes to women. So a lot of men out here is not just having access to women like crazy, where we just smashing 24/7. When it comes to the ladies, their access to men is extremely different, and how they choose to allow men to access them is extremely different. it becomes so normalized when it comes to the ladies that they also think that men are just out here just doing, you know, the equal amount of accessible sex as they are, not knowing that there's only a certain percentage of men that's having that abundance of access. And a lot of the times it be the same men that they're thinking about. They're not thinking about all men. They think about like certain men that the same women pretty much idolize. Now, to go back to the boundaries part, the problem is when it comes to boundaries, a lot of men don't realize that if we are so valuable, as we say, right, why are we allowing ourselves to excessively give access to certain women that brings a little more value to them than to us? Of course, we can all agree to disagree that having a lot of women around us, gives us, certain type of recognition, accolades, especially if it's being promoted or marketed on social media. But when it comes to having sex with these women, we gotta set certain boundaries because, of course, we can agree and say that, yeah, I can get her and get her and get her. At the same time, you are allowing her to. It's like filling her mind with, oh, I got this dude. Now I can get any dude. So that's where it leads to delusion. So a lot of women think that, oh, they are more than what they value themselves to be, which they should. They should value themselves, pretty high at the end of the day. But a lot of it has to do with delusion because of the men that they're having access to is just hitting them to hit them. Hit them, when I say hit them, I mean have sex with them. And, they probably entertain it for a couple of days or not at all. And then in the women's mind, they have it, they think to themselves like, oh, I pulled this type of guy or I pulled this type of guy. So my value is considerably high. Like I must have, like let's say if she was thinking less of herself, now she's thinking high of herself because of the guy she's dating. And the problem with that is, again, is because the man is not having more control over who we decide we want to sleep with. So let's say if this woman is like out of shape and then she got like a guy that she typically would never be seen outside with, but the fact that he had sexual relations with her, in her mind, she thinks that despite her weight, despite the way she looked, that she can still pretty much get any guy, if that makes sense. So that's the reason why, man, we gotta hold each other accountable when it comes to sleeping with women. Because at the end of the day, in a way, it affects us. Because you're not so much as desirable. Like, not that it should matter, but if a girl that's see another girl that's probably ain't all that, and they seen that you have sex with her, they look at you as like, I'm gonna see where this goes, but I'm gonna control it because as soon as he say he want to do more, I'm gonna automatically shut it down. So then she holds the keys in her hands in regards to, yeah, he was in my DMs, yeah, he was trying to get at me, but I turned him down. So that still gives her some type of delusional value, if that makes sense, because you would be considered a valuable or high value individual in regards to the public. So that's the reason why I say a lot of men definitely got to be mindful in regards to how they choose to go about women. Let's continue the video.
If he told you I have 100 bodies, you would at least think about it. If you told him you had
It's
100 bodies,
questionable, yes. It's
okay,
like,
but
well,
you
damn.
think about it.
Why
But-
you didn't tell me that earlier?
Okay,
You get what I'm saying?
But you're willing to have a conversation. I'm telling
Yeah,
you,
of
if you told
course.
him you had 100, he'd be gone.
I don't think so.
You know
I'm
what?
gonna just be realistic. my love.
Honestly,
like
the
yes,
man
they
I
will
have,
be.
I don't think
they
so.
will be.
Let's call him right now. Tell him.
Okay.
Tell him on the phone.
Where's my
You're on your bodies.
Where's my phone?
Let's do it. Bring her phone,
He
ladies.
definitely would be like,
Bring her
oh,
phone, ladies.
shit.
Let him know.
Well, he's
Listen,
not gonna leave me because of
Listen.
that, though.
I care about you so much, but I gotta be honest here, baby. I got 100 niggas in my pussy.
Okay, like
Does he know you're on the show? Does he know you're on the
Yeah,
pod right
yeah,
now?
he knows I'm on the podcast right now.
Not gonna work.
he's probably watching it.
Is he
Yeah,
watching?
he is watching.
Yeah.
he is watching.
All right, if he's watching it,
That's
it
why
makes
she's so
sense.
confident. That's why-
Wait, so what is your body count?
7.
100?
7. You actually met
period.
someone who hasn't had 700. I don't know who you've been sleeping with, but I have 7.
Why not just get if body count doesn't matter? Why not just bang anyone you want?
Because I'm in a relationship.
No, I meant before that.
And I also said in the beginning that I have a good head on my shoulders and I value myself as a woman.
So you have some temperance, which makes you have a good head on your shoulders.
I have some what?
Temperance.
Temperance? Sorry, I've
Meaning
never heard
like-
that word.
Like
You know,
modesty, like
modesty.
you know how to like
Yeah.
be chill and not be.
My problem with Myron is he always don't, he like to undermine people with, I believe, that don't have the same intellect as him, and he can kind of play it off. But when it comes to the black community, it's already bearing, on us to be more articulable or be more, less, what others would consider dumb, but it just sucks altogether because Myron, his ass is not black, bro. And Fresh is not black either. These dudes, one of them's from Pakistan or whatever, and the other is from some island, right? And they be really saying the N-word like they just walk and live the black life. And which in reality, no. No matter how many ways you get my boy Myron, you is not black. The other guy, he's not even. He probably been in America for no more than 10 years or 7 years, and think that he just get to wear those black man's shoes. You might look black, have certain black features, but my boy, you don't really know the like. It's 50-50 when it comes to Fresh, but Myron, nah, bro. Ain't no confusion. We'll look at you and we look at you as like not black. So when you be saying this N-word, it's mad crazy.
Making the argument that body count doesn't matter like that. However, or you're actually, you're making the argument that body count doesn't matter like that. But in your own behaviors and actions, it does matter because you've exercised some sexual temperance.
He got you.
He didn't get me anywhere.
Just say he got you.
I just think maybe you can rephrase the question and slow it down a little bit so I can understand. That's all I'm asking.
Okay.
Sorry.
We got you.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna just be real. Okay, so we gonna just
I'm gonna just
jump
say
into
that
It matters.
nowadays
It
people
depends on-
counting how many bodies.
It doesn't
It
matter.
depends
How
on what the
much
person
life
is. You
do
don't
you
know what
live?
a person is willing to deal with until you talk
like-
to them and tell them what it is.
Exactly.
true.
But
No, but we're telling you for a guy, if you're gonna tell him your body count and it's relatively high, even like 10 might be high for a guy. You don't know how he's gonna react, but we can tell you off rip. His natural reaction is like, damn, ew. Like 10 plus bodies. This is kind of like I don't know.
But you
Right.
agree that
Yeah.
that's very double standard too, right?
it is. No,
it really
Right?
is. That's
Yeah,
all I'm trying to say.
and my thing is, I just find it funny that you guys think, because I'll give you guys my take on it. I don't think women that have questionable past deserve a good man at all. I don't even think girls deserve boyfriends, really.
How dare you? Why?
And the reason why is because they basically, does a homeless man deserve a bad bitch?
Why is he homeless?
Hold on, here's the question. Does a homeless man deserve a bad bitch? Yes or no?
I mean, you get what you
A
deserve,
model.
right?
Does
A
he deserve
model?
her?
Yeah.
I mean, why not? I mean,
If he treats her
come
right.
on.
I'm just say no.
it's the
Ecuador.
truth. I mean,
Homeless dude. Does he
I'ma just
deserve a
say
bad
no.
bitch?
No,
IG
because-
model hot.
she have.
Okay, no. What about
yeah.
you?
I don't think looks define anything.
That's too
Sorry.
It's a
extreme,
no.
but
It's a.
I mean,
It just flat out is a no.
Sometimes when you asking certain women certain questions, they gonna automatically go against the grain, unfortunately, and sometimes not see like like, I'm not saying they should just be agreeable just to be agreeable, but let's just be honest here. A lot of people who have not been raised or have fatherly mentors or fatherly figures. Even if they did have a father figure, they undermined the father uh, to the point where I guess the mom was the more masculine role, where the mom ran over the husband or the male, or they just didn't have a male role model in their life altogether, and they just go against the grain just to go against the grain. Like, and it just sucks because it's just like, I think you do get it, but you choosing to go against it.
I didn't even mention looks here.
I'm gonna
You
just say
said
it's a
hot.
no
I'm
because
talking about the man,
You said hot though.
but that's how men measure value.
He's homeless.
okay.
But he's homeless. Does he deserve a bad
Maybe he's
bitch?
good looking though.
Yes or no?
I think
No.
everyone deserves a chance.
it's a no. And
so-
it's,
Wait a minute.
And it's the reason.
Wait, so you know what? Did a homeless man then?
It's a
And you know
no
what? I
because of the
probably
simple
would
fact
if
of the
he's
matter.
willing to
Like,
change.
It's extreme. I could feel
Honestly,
like
right now,
it's
the way society
No,
is
take him
going,
for how he is. He's homeless.
okay.
You gonna do that?
Would you date a homeless person? If they say no, then it's based off how he's carrying himself. 9 times out of 10, all the women on the panel would not date a homeless man. So that's the reason why he asking the question. But then it's like, since it's not wanting to be answered directly, instead of beating around the bush, that seems to always be the next problem. The next problem.
Can show me love and give me what I need as a woman, yes, I
wouldn't
would.
take it.
I don't think there's any
It's a
problem.
no.
What about you? Does a homeless dude deserve a bad bitch?
If he treats her right.
Thank you.
Come on, Olaf, man.
Do you think a bad bitch is even going to give him a chance to treat her right, as you claim?
I mean, if she likes his humor.
Nope. What about you?
No,
No, she doesn't deserve a bad. He doesn't deserve a bad bitch. Okay, why not?
because you deserve, like, I guess you attract what you are. I mean, if you are a model, why would you go for something less than that?
Okay. What
Yeah.
about you? What do you think? Does a homeless dude deserve a bad bitch?
I'm gonna just say no because of the simple fact that matter. If the shoe was on the other foot, he want to take the homeless chick. So it's just like one of those things. Like she said, you attract what you attract.
That's a little different. Now, we thinking extreme homeless or we just thinking homeless? Because most men, we don't care about what a woman brings to the table in regards to her education or her money. So if she just the bare minimum of not homeless, but even then, she might even be homeless, and there's still a high possibility that the man would take the woman. But I'm kind of traumatized after yesterday. I seen some videos on a random video. I believe it was on Twitter, and it was some homeless people in LA, and it was some flies. It was like a homeless woman laying on the ground. Her legs are she had some leggings on, but her legs were kind of open, and the flies were just sitting in that area. So I'm just like, probably not extreme homeless, but basically bare minimum.
Enough, man.
Yeah, I mean, most chicks
It really isn't because of
Exactly.
the simple fact of the matter. Chicks date up. They don't typically date down. Dudes will like
Yeah.
fuck a chick that's like
Downgrade.
mediocre.
So you just disproved your own theory just now.
Yeah.
What you mean?
By saying women date up and men date down, that means that a man will take a girl that's homeless.
Yes, he would.
I mean, I guess, but realistically,
If that
Um,
ass
It's
is
true.
fat,
They would.
he's gonna take
yeah,
that
a dude
woman.
would take whatever. Like I said, dudes are like simple. Women are complicated.
All right. What about you? Do you think a model deserves, or a homeless dude deserves a bad bitch?
I mean, it depends how homeless he is. If he's homeless because of a situation,
I ain't gonna lie to you, big boy need to hit the gym or change his eating habits. Like for real. Despite the situation of men not preferring, despite, it's being called fresh and fit, and then you got the guys on the panel talking about ladies being, a certain way, and then you look over to the big fella, and it's like, is he not in the gym? Is he not gonna work on this? Need to remind you, worry about yourself at the end of the day, but I'm just calling out the obvious.
like if, for example, in Miami, rent is so high and they got evicted, but he's a college student and all
Exactly.
that,
Why is
and
he
he's
homeless?
working his way up, then yeah, why not?
Why is he
But-
homeless?
but if he's like-
Yo, the girls on this panel are fucking pussies. You guys don't want to stand on nothing. No, it's fine. I'll
There's an
say,
average.
look. They're trying to be politically correct. They're on a podcast. They don't want to come off offensive. Don't worry, I'll fucking say it for you. Everything is earned. None of you at the table, and no chick that is actually attractive and can attract a billionaire or a millionaire or get a famous dude is going to sit there and settle for a fucking homeless guy, okay?
Right.
There's levels to everything, and you need to be able to earn your value. I say all this to bring it back to the main topic I had. I think girls that are promiscuous, that have bad past, etc., don't deserve a good man. And the reason why is because you've effectively destroyed your value, you've hurt yourself, and I know by you being promiscuous and doing stupid shit, you're going to come with a lot of trauma and issues that I'm going to have to now deal with. Why the fuck am I going to work myself to get in shape, reach some socioeconomic status, make some good money, be able to take care of a woman to bring in filth? Just like, why would an attractive woman who has everything going for her commit to a fucking homeless guy that can't provide her resources? It's the same situation. A hoe is the same thing as a homeless man. You guys don't want brokies that don't have a house. We don't want hoes. Same thing. We might have sex with whores, right? But we're not going to take them seriously.
Yeah, we definitely not gonna take them serious. And then like for me personally, it depends on the female that I'm not gonna take serious, because the access that she thinks she may have over me, I'm not with it. I'm not with it, despite the sexual relation or the sexual atmosphere. Mm-mm.
I have a friend that's a homeless guy, but you ain't going to seriously date him.
True.
So I just find it funny how all of you guys are sitting here saying, oh, everyone deserves a chance, reform, blah, blah, blah. No, it's not true. It's a lie. There's a reason why they had that saying, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. The reason why is because they've known since back then, when girls become promiscuous and they've been being hoes for a long time, it's very difficult for them to reform. It's almost damn near impossible.
Yeah.
Because the trauma that comes from being a whore, right, negatively impacts your ability to build a fruitful relationship with other men.
And also, just to have some context here, let's say she does make a change for her man. Guess what happens? If things go haywire, what's she gonna do back to? What's she gonna go back to doing?
She's gonna go back to be
So
doing
it's almost
the
like
same thing.
that actual reset is only for a period of time, and then it changes back to what it used to be from before.
Yeah, because people are so codependent. They feel like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm gonna change for this partner,
Yeah.
or so it's not real change. Because if you couldn't get it in the mud, like when
Before them.
exactly
Yeah.
before them, once they get here, it's like, and you guys don't work, you're gonna go back. You're gonna basically spiral and downfall.
You're missing the point. Women don't got to get shit out the mud.
Yeah.
Honestly, I just feel like the
that's what you're
question-
trying
You know what?
to
The
like
question
women don't
wasn't
have to work
direct.
to attract men, but men have to work to attract women.
You know what? I will agree with you. I will legit agree with you.
Like think about it. Let's
I just said get it out of the mud just for
like
context
think about it right now.
purposes.
In your situation, right? You literally have a girlfriend while you're married.
Yeah.
Why were you able to pull that off? Have you ever asked yourself, how am I able to pull this shit off? Do you think that your man has the same amount of options that you do?
What's happening? What's happening?
When your internet isn't 100% fiber, and you realize how much you're paying for it, you could.
Realistically,
The answer is fucking no. Because if he did, he would never allow that.
Yeah,
However,
Divorce.
most men are in a privileged position where they're able to date who they actually want and marry who they want. Most men take what they're given. So that's why he's sitting there tolerating you, entertaining another relationship with a fucking stud. Because he's of lower status and he's a bum. And that's most guys, no offense. That's where most men fall. They have to take what they can fucking get. So that proves my point. Most men.
Yeah. Ain't a lot of men ain't entertaining that, let alone it being another stud, which practically think that most studs think they man or identify as a man. So nah, we ain't having that. She can control her man 100%. Now if it was like, yeah, you can bring a girl along, the more the merrier. Then it's like a 2-for-1 deal. But she's not attached to the girl. That's a little different.
Simply just deal with the cards that they're dealt. Women don't have to earn their value to attract men.
So then why don't you deal with the woman with a bad past?
Think about this.
What was that?
Why don't you deal with a woman with a bad past?
Why don't you?
If
Think
you
about
take
this.
what you can get.
Why don't you said? Or why do you?
Why
No,
don't
he said
you?
some men take what they can get.
No, I'm saying a majority of men do that because the sexual access is difficult for most guys.
Okay.
Like, are you ladies aware that women find like 80 to 90% of men is unattractive?
I'm aware of that.
So if most men are found unattractive by most women, that means only a minority of men are getting girls, correct?
Because it's that 10% that every chick is attracted to.
Okay. So then what about the other 90%? What are they doing?
Fight for their lives.
They basically
They're doing what
just-
your niggas doing. They're letting you entertain a girl.
Settling.
They're settling. They're dealing with what they can get because most guys don't have the privilege and ability to attract who they really want. You guys, though, don't have that problem. Men come to you. They offer you situations. You don't have to bring shit to the table as a female to get male attention.
I'm
Men
curious,
do
though.
that.
Nowadays, it's kind of
Now,
tricky.
I'm curious.
nowadays, a woman.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
curious.
being honest.
For you,
guys
like,
now
would
are
you choose-
asking you what
Give
you
me
do
one
for a
sec.
living.
If you're gonna choose your man or
It
your
wouldn't
girl,
matter if you didn't do anything
who
for
do
a
you
living.
choose?
Trust me, it does.
Realistically,
doesn't.
Funny.
me and
It
him are
doesn't.
talking about a divorce only because of just how everything has been happening. We're just like,
So you're like over him.
Yeah, do it, man.
do I love him? Yeah, of course,
No, you
but
don't.
I can't. I don't want to be with him.
No, he said you're over him.
Mentally.
That's what you said.
Yeah,
She been
I'm-
checked out.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
just
just
go,
be
man.
like, yeah, I did. Yeah,
She been checked out.
Yeah.
childhood.
And then
for
going back
me,
to you, because you
I'ma
said
just-
men ask for a job, blah, blah, blah. Like,
Yeah, I've been dating, and that's
We know.
I hate that. Yeah, of course. Why not?
Nurse.
So that's
so explain to me how there's 18-year-olds that are unemployed on yachts with multimillionaires and billionaires.
Their
they come with
parents?
the question, like, you know, the
was
more
that?
the more
Men like young
status
parents. Young
that people
girls.
get, the more that they expect, right, from the partner.
Think about this. Think about this.
Someone
Am I
told
right or
me-
not?
What do they expect from the partner then?
So
Specifically, are you trying to say?
saying, I have been in dates with guys that have like yachts and properties and stuff, and they go, so what do you do for a living? How many are you doing monthly? I'm like,
Do you think they actually give a shit about that though?
that's for me as a woman, that I don't care about what do you have, but your values first. Honestly.
I'm not asking you about what you value. I'm asking
You're
you.
asking me.
No, I'm asking you.
As a woman, I had to put that on the table. Why?
Yeah.
Why
Think
you
about this.
upset? So as
No,
a
no.
woman that doesn't care too much about the money that you have, but the values and the things that you can give me as a man,
The soft system
you
is
come
crazy.
to me and you're asking me, well, how much do you do? What do you do for a living?
But
What
he's
that
asking
has-
you, does he care about that? Does he honestly
you.
care
They're
about that
asking,
question?
so they obviously care.
No, they're
Why
asking
wouldn't
because
you
they're
be
being
asking?
nice to you, just try to just conversate with you, but they really
No.
don't care.
I think a
Trust me,
woman,
the
I think,
question
and I
Hold on,
think,
hold on. Do you spend money on that guy?
I've never spent money on
That's
my
the whole
first date.
point. It doesn't matter what you make.
Bro.
Why
He's
would you
being nice
bring
to
that
you.
up? No, what nice to ask me how much do I make
How
in
much
the
do you
first
make?
date?
How are you doing? You're beautiful. No, let's fuck.
Oh, no.
All right, bro.
I agree with you
I'ma
guys.
just-
We're
I'm
telling you how men
sorry.
operate.
But I feel like when it comes to a man who
Look,
wants to marry
wait a
a
minute.
woman,
ladies,
that question,
ladies,
the answer
ladies.
doesn't
Let
matter.
me give you guys some
Right.
advice.
Right.
When we ask you what you do for a job or how much you earn, we don't give a fuck about it. We're only asking it to figure out, okay, how much am I going to have to commit to this girl if something serious were to actually happen? Do I have to support her fully? Blah, blah, blah. And here's the thing. It's a sliding scale. The hotter you are, the less you can make and they won't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Okay? That's how it goes, right? So men, when they ask this stuff, generally it's just to start a conversation because most guys can't talk about anything outside of work. So they're like, what do you do to generate conversation? Most men are very bad conversationalists, so they have this discussion with you. But if you told them, I'm unemployed, they wouldn't give a shit. They wouldn't get up and walk out the date. However, if he told you he was unemployed, you would get up and walk out the date.
And also, guys
I
want to
agree.
know how much time you have for them. So if you
That
want a
too.
job that's going to be hella hours a week, oh, she's too busy for me, bro. I'm good. Versus she's unemployed.
When they ask
Or
for
for
your
me.
job, we're doing it for different reasons. You guys ask, what do you do? Because you guys actually give a shit because
Security.
women are attracted to security.
Yeah.
When we ask, it's how much time will she have for
Time.
me? How much do I have to commit to this girl if something serious would have happened? But we're not looking at it like, oh man,
She gonna pay the bills,
yeah,
how's
she
the
gonna pay the bills
bills?
and
Oh my
take care of
God.
me. Like we're not looking at it from a
This is the best bag I've ever used, and it's by Mouse.
What makes
All right, y'all. That was pretty much it. That was fresh and fed. Myron debunks married 304 with a relationship. Let me hear y'all thoughts in the comments below. JoJo, we out.